At 7 o'clock, and we'd like to call the meeting of the October 7th Plan Committee
Degrees, you know.
to order. And we will do the roll call.
Rowe,
Here.
Payne,
Here.
Hensel,
Yep.
Pleshek.
Here.
Oh, here. And we're looking for a verification of notice and
Yep.
posting of this meeting.
Yep, Susan posted it at the 3 locations, and I posted it on the website on October 1st.
All righty. We have a copy of the last meeting minutes. If you want to go down and go over that and entertain a motion to approve those.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Any second?
I'll second.
Made, seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So carried. Number 4 on our agenda is discussion on a request by John and Amanda Biermeyer to rezone A1 to A3 to create a 4-acre residential lot, which is south of N 3127 South Cedar Road. And it's parcel number 022-0613-2931000. And the property owner is Karen Hayes. And who is here to talk about that?
I'm Amanda Biermeyer.
Amanda? Okay. Would you mind?
Karen Hayes.
And Miss Hayes?
Yes.
Okay, great. Nice to see you both. If,
She
Can I
wants you to
speak
come
louder
up
for
to
you? And if, Amanda, if you want to sit on the front there and speak into the microphone so that it's televised, you know, it's no commercials or anything. But,
For YouTube and the cable station.
yes, okay. So if you want to give us some background in terms of your application, what your intentions are?
So my husband and I are wanting to rezone this from A1 to A3 to make it a residential lot so that we can build a home on it.
Yes.
A single-family home.
Okay,
And we're wanting to purchase that from Miss Karen Hayes.
okay. And do you live in the area right there, right now?
Yes.
Is that right?
We live currently on East Rockdale Road,
Okay, yeah, sure.
and his family lives on County Road C a little further down.
Okay. And I see that with the number of acres there, after dividing 4 acres off for the residential site, there's, what, about,
For that parcel, there'll be 36 acres left. It's a 40.
36?
It's a 40-acre parcel.
okay.
And
good.
then if you go further down, it goes to where her house, it's another 40.
Okay.
So it was a total
contiguous, yeah.
80, but then just, there's that 40, and then the 4 acres back in the woods area, in the non-prime area that we
Mhm.
wanted to build in.
Can you describe the terrain in terms of the area that you've designated?
Yes, I've been talking with Haley at the Jefferson County Zoning a lot.
Okay.
And she printed me off different maps and stuff. So basically, she just told us that we needed to make sure that it was a majority non-prime
Yes.
to get it to be more than 1 acre. Because if it was prime land, it could only be 1 acre to split off to zone for residential. And then she let us know that we could actually join and have 2 lots of 2 1-acre or 2 2-acre non-prime lots that we
Okay.
could join together.
Yes.
If Miss Karen was, willing to sell those to us, and she was. And so the land there is, from what I saw from the zoning maps, it is over half of it is non-prime land.
Okay.
It's right now it's woods, and a little bit of it comes up towards a field, and it's like a hill that goes down, kind of
Mhm.
slopes down to the field.
Okay.
Yeah, I spoke with Matt Zengel, who's the department head for the planning and zoning. And so, yes, she can up to a total of 6 acres. So if they wanted to do 2 more acres to split, you could, but you can do this 4 acres since it's non-prime land. And so they have not had a split yet, so this meets the county ordinances to do so.
Okay.
There's never, Miss Karen's family has never split any of, of the original farm.
Okay. And it looks like it abuts the South Cedar Road
Yes, it's right.
itself.
And there's a little, kind of an entryway that I think the guys that have rented it have used.
Yes.
On the other side of the 40 acres, she has a field road that goes back. I think that's what they take the big machinery.
Okay.
But there is a little, it's kind of like a driveway that goes in right there. And we would probably utilize that as our driveway
Okay.
into that spot.
I would just ask that you contact the town and to see if you would need a new driveway permit
Okay.
for that. I mean, it's not a big deal, but they would just make sure that everything was correct. You probably would need to build that up or pave it or something, or is it already?
It's
What did you say? I didn't
where
get it.
where we drive in.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a drive, but it's just, it's
Yeah,
not gravel, is it?
there's no culvert or anything.
Okay. Yeah, I would just check with them when you do. You'd probably need to make sure of that when you get a building permit anyway.
Okay.
But, in case it's, just to make sure that it's sufficient.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because we would obviously put at least gravel
Right, right.
to get it
Sure.
to, because if you're going to build a house, you're going to have a lot of
Right.
trucks and everything on there, so.
That's not a problem.
Well, the location of your driveway and the build-out is subject to approval, so I mean, that's standard procedure. So.
Right. Well,
Did you hear me?
No.
No? Okay, I'll talk louder.
Oh, thank you, I appreciate it.
So, okay. Any comments from the rest of the members here?
So will you have any more splits that you could use off of that 40?
And this, she still retains the rights to, as far as I could remember from what Haley told me at the county, in her 80, in that specific spot, she has, I think, the 3 non-prime, and I think she had 2 prime ones. So she will retain the other non-prime, and then the 2 prime splits.
Sure.
They'll go with her, the rest of the acres.
That has nothing to do with what you're applying
No.
for here.
No,
No, I
'cause-
was just curious as to what.
Yeah, because we're just trying to split that off from her,
Sure.
the 4 acres from her land.
You
right,
bet.
right. Well, I think it all looks good, and after talking to the county, it meets all the requirements for a split. So I would move to approve the split to rezone A1 to A3 to create a 4-acre residential lot at this address.
Okay,
Second.
and a second has been made.
Yes.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. After our meeting tonight, we have the next town board meeting, which,
Yeah, the next town board meeting will be October 21st.
21st.
Okay.
So you just have to come back and do it again.
Okay.
And then go back to the
But that
county.
one-
It's just
that-
part of the process for
That one's at
everybody.
6:30?
It's at 6:30, yes,
On
in
the
this room
21st,
on
okay.
October 21st.
Okay, I think you had told us that before, so.
No, that's okay. You
put
know,
the
if,
time in there.
if anything comes up, just if you needed to reschedule to the following month, just let us know. But otherwise, just show up and all will be fine.
Okay.
Looks good, though.
Yeah,
Looks
thank
good.
you.
Good luck to you.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
good luck.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
that's it.
The first hurdle.
Do we need to stay for anything?
Yeah.
Nope.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank
bet.
you.
Number 5 on our agenda is discussion and possible action on ordinance number 2025-72, fire protection and fire prevention. And Laura, I'm going to ask you to guide us through this one.
Oh, okay. So We recently recontracted with Fort Atkinson Fire and EMS for a portion of the town of Oakland, and they requested that we have an ordinance in place, this fire protection and fire prevention ordinance. And it is basically following the National Fire Protection Administration rules and also the Fort Atkinson ordinance that they have, but this will also apply to everywhere else in the town. A lot of it is for commercial buildings to be inspected on a yearly basis. Residential just be inspected at the beginning, which is pretty standard. So it's not really requiring more. It's just a formality. I do know from having our meeting last time, one of the firemen did say that they had wanted an ordinance for a while, and it just hadn't been done by the town. So it's pretty standard wording and items that, procedures that would be followed normally. So what we need to do is make a recommendation. We can request any changes. It will go through a public hearing that's required by law, and then afterwards it'll go to the town board for final approval. And then any comments or suggestions for change will be taken under consideration by the town board.
Okay. Have we had any time to review this personally, you guys?
So does this mean that anything that happens in the town of Oakland is gonna be through Fort?
No, it does not. Just the section that Fort Atkinson services, they would follow this, and then the other two fire services, so we have Lake Mills and Jefferson in different areas. So they would follow it as well for their areas.
So this ordinance would apply to all residents and commercial properties in the township,
Right.
but only apply to Fort Atkinson and the territory that they cover?
Well, they requested that we had an ordinance, but it'll cover the entire town of
Right.
Oakland, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
And then, well, going
They're
beyond
just the
this
ones.
is the territories that are covered by Lake Mills, is that correct? For fire also?
Yes,
Okay, and then EMS?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll follow it as well. But they're pretty much doing that already as well. It's just that it's more formal now with the ordinance.
I know that this change took place, and I'll have to say that I don't know much about the change. Is there a map that shows
Yes,
where the responsibility is based upon residence, location?
yes. So there is a map online that you can look at. We also have on the wall, right out across the hallway from the clerk's office, there's a big map on the wall, and you could see which areas are covered by the 3 different services. And they know.
Who knows?
The firemen, they know, and they'll be following it. They've already been following that as far as the commercial properties on an annual basis. They've already been doing that.
Okay. One of the things that when I did read through this a little earlier was the requirements for driveway access for residential property. And there is spelled out in our ordinance right now in terms of the width for emergency vehicles. I'm assuming it's pretty much the same because I haven't had time to look at both of them.
Where are you right now?
Well, I'm looking for where I read it a little while ago. it seemed to me that I read that the township was responsible for damages to emergency equipment if
The
it was a
township is
result
not,
of,
the township won't be, will not be responsible for that, I believe.
okay.
I'm trying to find where that is. But no, we would not be held liable for that. I'm trying to find where that is. But we wouldn't, it would be, the town would not be responsible for that. But the other item that they had requested was a fire, was a driveway ordinance, and we have that, and that met their, I think that's where it's in. We do have a driveway ordinance that meets their standards at this time.
Okay.
And we
That-
do have it in that ordinance, I know that it says that the town and the fire would not be responsible for any damages in the event that they had to come up there to
Okay,
a residence.
That's in a separate ordinance from this,
Yes, the
yeah.
driveway
Yeah, yeah,
ordinance.
yep,
Mhm.
yep.
okay. Um,
Oh, here it is. Driveway damage liability. Sorry. Didn't have that last page up, but it does have that damage liability. So the town agrees to hold harmless the city from claims. So,
That's on the separate sheet that I gave you.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of the, yeah, there you
right
go.
here, yeah.
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, this is from the driveway ordinance, correct?
No, I think this is from the contract.
Oh, okay.
Yep, the fire
Yes.
contract.
Okay, so this is from the contract, and then we do have our own driveway
Yes.
ordinance that, that was acceptable to them regarding this.
Okay, yeah, here it says clearly that any damage to emergency vehicles related to non-compliance with an adopted highway or driveway ordinance by a town property owner may be invoiced to that property owner upon approval by the town board.
Mhm.
Okay. And that's not any different than it exists right now.
Right.
So. Okay.
But,
Any
you
other-
know, if you, after discussing it now, if you had any comments you wanted to make, we can talk about that now, and, you know, we can send those recommendations to the town board, but if anybody here thinks of something else in the meantime, you're free to email that, and all of that would be taken into consideration, as well as any residents, particularly that comes out of the public hearing.
Okay. So no action,
No, just
Need
a
to be
recommend,
taken.
no,
No.
just, well, a recommendation to move forward with it as is or with any changes.
okay, I can entertain a motion to do that, if we so feel.
I mean, to me, this seems pretty straightforward. It seems like it's a pretty broad kind of responsibility of mainly commercial, it seems like,
Yes.
Right.
right? Enterprises, so
Mhm.
I don't see any change, I don't have any recommendation changes to the
Okay.
language in the current proposed ordinance.
Okay, yeah, it's mostly applied to commercial, they've already been doing those inspections.
Right.
So it's just kind of reiterating the NFPA and some other standard operating procedures.
Exactly.
Is there a motion to recommend?
I'll make a motion to recommend the proposed ordinance as presented.
And a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, motion's been made and second to recommend the proposal as outlined subject to any further input to the
Okay.
town. All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So carried.
Right.
We have a guest here. John, did you? Did you have any business to?
Yeah, I just wanted to give the planning committee heads up as to what we're looking to do.
Well,
Um,
we can't really have a discussion on that because we don't have an agenda item.
um,
I'm not looking for any
Oh,
discussion.
okay.
I'm looking to give the planning
This-
committee.
Yeah, we're not going to make any motions or make any approvals here.
Understood.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up as to how things are going at the subdivision.
Okay, well, that's fine, yeah. Do you want to hit the microphone, please?
Yeah, please. I can hear you better.
Yeah, I wanted to let the planning committee know that all of the improvements have been finished at the subdivision and all the contractors have been paid. We've got lien waivers that we've turned into the town for the final requirements for the letter of credit reduction. We have the final lift of asphalt that needs to happen next July or August, and that will complete phase one. Lots continue to sell. There seems to be a lot of interest. We're seeing a lot of interest in larger lots. And we're looking to possibly change some of those lot sizes from 80 feet to 100 feet. And to do that, we are going to plan to start the permitting process for phase two. We believe that at your next meeting, we should have a concept of what that looks like, with the intent of having the final plan in front of the committee and the town board for approval. And in that process, we'll consolidate some of the lots in phase one as part of the phase two plan. It seems like everybody wants a 2.5 car or 3-car garage these days, so it makes it kind of difficult to put it on an 80-foot lot. Which ultimately will reduce the number of lots in the subdivision. At one time, we had, in all 3 phases, planned to have 100 lots, and now that will look more like 90 lots, closer to 90. Stormwater plan will remain the same, and there will be less impervious area, which should be an improvement to or be a better situation for our stormwater plan. That's kind of it as it stands right now. If there are any questions regarding anything that that we've done to develop phase one or phase two, be happy to.
Did you
To
say
address
that you were looking to attend the next planning committee meeting in November? By our next meeting?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll have the all of the necessary requirements at that point to be in front of the planning committee with again the concept prior to final plat approval
Is that for phase two?
for phase two. Yeah.
And when do you think maybe phase one construction on homes would start?
Good question. There are 2 homes now that are staked.
Okay.
So we expect excavation to start next week
Okay,
on the first home.
thank you.
Yeah, it'll be good to get to see some activity, some vertical activity there. Any other questions for me? Okay, thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, John. So the next possible planning committee meeting is November 4th. And with that in mind, I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Yeah.
Yep, second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right.
Opposed? So carried.
No one's allowed to oppose.
No.